You know, it sucks that we're like pre-recording these.
Yeah.
Because everything we talk about is gonna be old.
Oh,
Out
so
of date,
old.
yeah.
But like, did you see Kanye?
No.
Which
Well,
part?
obviously,
Yeah.
yeah, he went crazy again.
Yeah.
But
I haven't seen Kanye in 2 days. I'm fucking scared.
well, 2 days ago, well, you know about the swastika shirt, right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got a lot to catch up on, dog.
I don't keep up with a lot of like that kind of pop culture news. I don't care enough.
Yeezy put out a Super Bowl commercial only in certain areas. I don't know what the areas were.
Brooklyn, Chicago,
Alabama.
Detroit.
I don't remember the commercial,
Yeah.
but apparently he was at the dentist and filmed it on his iPhone.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And he's like, go to Yeezy.com. And you would go to Yeezy.com, and it was just a plain white T-shirt with a swastika on the chest. Giant.
How many
Hell yeah.
people do you think bought that shirt?
Well, that's the thing. They took it down like a day later.
A lot of people probably.
Couple thousand.
A lot of people
Couple
bought
thousand.
it because they were like, "There's no way this like they were
Yeah.
like this is gonna become valuable." I'm sure a lot of people bought it because of that, but I'm sure a lot of people were also like, "That's hilarious."
Oh.
And then a lot
And then
of
they
other
could
people,
wear it. They'd be like, "This is my new Kanye West shirt." And they'd be like, "Are you fucking sure?"
Yeah. So
I joined a club.
they took it down, and then like 3 days went by, and he just went on MS Paint and said, "Yeezy stores coming soon, heart," in black, and just put it on the website. So that's all the website is right now is MS Paint saying it'll be back soon. And then 2 days ago, he put out a tweet. He was like, "After further realization, I realized I am not a Nazi."
After doing some research, I didn't know what that was. Easy for life.
Pretty much. I just want to know who did it this time, because you know who changed him last time, right?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeezy watched
really?
Money. I think he watched Moneyball, and he was like, "Guy ain't bad."
That's a good movie, but my takeaway from that movie,
Maybe they're not all bad.
my takeaway from that movie would not be like, "This fucking Jew is crushing it
Not bad.
in this baseball movie."
Swell Jew, if I had to say.
I never would
You know what
have
it was
that
this
thought.
time? Wolf of Wall Street. You saw Wolf of Wall
Yeah,
Street. and he's
still
like,
Jonah Hill.
Still Jonah Hill.
No, I know what it
Jonah
was.
Hill is the key to
It-
Kanye's racism.
I know what it was.
Hopefully.
Have you seen the movie? You may have seen it because you lived it. The movie You People on Netflix is a Jonah Hill movie where he's a
I've
white
heard of
Jewish.
it.
supposed to mean?
It's a white guy
Yeah.
played by Jonah Hill, so he happens to be Jewish,
Okay.
and he's getting married into, or trying to get married into, a black family,
Ah, yes.
and he has a podcast.
I understand this plight.
Yes,
Yes.
He has a podcast on the culture.
Oh.
And Eddie Murphy plays the black dad, and he's like, "What do you mean the culture?" He goes, "You know, the culture." It's like, I think that may have been. He was like, "White people are okay." That's Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill taught me that.
Yeah. When Eddie
Go
Murphy and
Nazis.
Jonah
He thought it was
Hill,
a football team. He was like, "Go Nazis."
when Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy shook hands at the end, he was like, "That's equality." That's what it is. I'm so mad that you told him it was Eddie Murphy. I was going to try and convince him it was CGI Bernie Mac.
I miss Bernie Mac.
Let me tell you something, man.
Mammy! If I had a rock, I'd bust your head, bitch.
That's
It's
the
my favorite Bernie Mac quote of all time.
when he died. That's the only thing I knew him from because I was still
Transformers?
I was still young, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was the most relevant to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd seen him in like Ocean's 11 and stuff, but that didn't register.
You didn't watch the Bernie Mac show?
When I was like 8, no. I did watch Transformers.
Sounds kind of racist.
Never
to
seen
me.
it.
You've never seen Transformers with Shia LaBeouf?
The Booth? Prime Megan Fox?
Are you kidding?
No.
That's Megan Fox at the height of her powers.
You know
I
what
agree.
drives me fucking nuts about you, pal?
Transformers?
No, that you're a fucking cinephile.
Yeah.
But there's so many movies you haven't seen. You've never seen
Hey.
Rocky. You've never seen Rambo. You've never
I've seen
seen
Rambo.
Transformers.
I've seen First Blood.
Is that the only one you've seen?
Yeah. It was
Fucking grow up. What's
Okay.
going on over there?
slop.
What does that mean?
Come
Slop.
on.
Was you call them bad?
Slop.
Slop's part of the culture, dude.
Was that supposed to mean they're
culture?
bad?
The culture?
Just like Rambo. It's a guy that goes crazy and shoots up a town.
That's
but
not what
back in
happens.
the day-
That's not what happens. It's satirical, you fat fuck.
It's not satirical.
What's the
it's
satire?
cautionary.
It's satirical.
What is the
It
satire?
is a metaphor.
Guy talks funny. Satire.
It's
I
a
like this.
it's a metaphor for the Vietnam War. You guys, did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
It's about.
I'm saying it's a cautionary tale about PTSD.
I could see that.
Do you know what satirical means?
No.
Yeah.
I could see. I could see that it is a cautionary tale about PTSD, but I don't think that's not the motivation of the movie.
Okay.
The motivation of the movie is that, like, we, as a society, it's to explain, like, hey, we used to mistreat Vietnam veterans like crazy,
Yes.
treat them very poorly, and this is like the most extreme case of, you know, what could happen. That would obviously never happen in real life.
I think the motive
But-
for the movie was just how can we get Sylvester Stallone to look ripped, get shirtless, and shoot a big gun.
No,
That's what they did in the Expendables.
That is what I enjoyed
that's
the
yeah,
most
but
about the
that's
movie.
after he was established, like, I'm an action hero. This is what I do.
Sure.
That's all the Expendables are just how many action heroes can we put on screen at one time and people still be cool with it?
Do you guys, speaking of action heroes, do you guys remember when Jason Statham had long hair?
No, I
No.
never.
There was a movie, I think it was a Guy Ritchie movie. It was like one of those, like,
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, or one of those.
oh my God, it might have actually been that movie. I can't remember. It was
Boy
one
knows Guy Ritchie. Boy
one
knows
of-
British film, dude.
weird.
I know.
about
I know
trans-
2 movies.
Transporter 2?
Super long hair.
He's bald in the first one.
And they never addressed it in the second one? Something looks different about
Got a
you.
ponytail.
Well,
that's
that's
what they-
different about me.
That's what they did in Mission Impossible, you know. Mission Impossible, the first one, he's clean cut. Tom Cruise is clean cut. And then the second one, he's doing like slow-mo, like fucking no hands. What is
Yoga?
Huh?
Reiki?
Yoga? No, not no hands yoga. What the
Looks like you just did
he's
a
doing like a
Jedi
no
wave.
hands slow-mo cartwheel and his hair is like whipping in the air. That's what they did in Mission Impossible. I swear to God.
Can I tell you something crazy?
You've never seen Mission Impossible?
Not a single
Oh,
one.
fucking suck,
Shit,
dude.
dude.
Let me ask you this. Do you like to have fucking fun?
Yeah, I've seen every Fast and Furious movie. No, I
No,
haven't.
I
No, I haven't.
Oh my God.
I haven't.
dude.
I saw the first one, and I think Tokyo Drift.
All right, the first one's pretty good.
And Tokyo Drift is good.
Tokyo Drift is very good. Also, didn't have any bearing on the rest of it.
No, but that's why it's...
Banger.
I don't know. You said all the words I know.
That's it. I think that's the song.
I think that's what you guys said. Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Then they drift a Ford Mustang.
It's badass.
I've done that.
It is badass.
91 Ford Mustang. Drifted.
Yeah.
Almost killed a retarded girl. In high school.
She was like scared of the loud sound, so she tried to stop it.
No, she was walking home and I drifted around a corner and I almost hit her with the back end of my car. I saw her face just like,
It was a retarded girl?
yeah.
Well, I
Wouldn't
think
have even
that's.
phased her, dude.
I'm about to say,
She
I
would have
think that
gotten
was her.
blasted and just been like, whoa!
I hit her, my car bounces off her.
Also, I think that was just her
Sturdy.
normal face. just slightly surprised all the time. Oh, it's warm. It's warm.
Dude, you could have sent her through the neighbor's house. She would have fucking just got up and been like, that was crazy. Like,
Like a
Fix what?
superhero. Like a superhero. She gets thrown through a building. She's like,
yeah, she's like, my bad. I'm
Just
fucking this
suck.
guy. Like,
yeah, city will pay for that.
She'll pay for
yeah, that's
that.
what she slings out. Like she's got like a fucking
One-liners.
yeah.
Yeah, she's got a couple quips.
That's
Yeah,
all she
yeah.
talks in is one-liners and quips.
Yeah.
She can't communicate like another normal human being.
Most of the time, she just says, "City will pay for that." She shits on the floor. She says, "City will pay for that."
You'll pay for that.
Orders a dozen donuts, takes them, leaves.
City will pay for that. And they're like, "Why would the city pay for that?" She fucking smashes a window.
Crushes the donuts.
That's Tardo. Don't mess with her. That's probably gonna get a lot of bleeps.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of
a lot of wah-wahs.
It's Tardo.
Wah, 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 wah. Dude,
And then in the
it's so
remake,
windy.
you know, in the third one, after Tardo dies, she comes back to life in the third one, and she's Retardo.
Yeah, but she's the villain in that one.
She's been turned.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Our biggest superpowers come against us. We have to let her park near the doors. No. Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oops. Guys. Guys, get it together. What are we doing?
Welcome back.
Yeah. Hi, this is the first second of the podcast.
We haven't said anything before this moment.
It's called Rust. We shake it off.
Whatever.
I say we keep that in, and we just bleep most of it.
Oh, yeah.
So the entire intro is just beep 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 beep
Yeah.
beep beep beep. And then in the second one, beep 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 beep.
Speaker.
Yeah, people's just like, I'm gonna turn this off. I don't like this.
I don't like this
It's
at
a
all.
bad show.
What's happening?
No one's funny.
They just never really caught their stride.
They just never found the ball.
Do you think we get enough fans that they would have fan theories? Be like, I think it fell apart because of the space heaters. I think that's what the big.
I think it fell apart around
That's not-
episode
how do they
3.
know?
I think episode 3 was where it started to take a downturn.
Downhill, dude.
Whoops.
Down Jonah Hill. Back to the retard stuff. All
right.
That's it. I was gonna say in the second movie because Retardo's in the third one. I was gonna say this. The second one is Down syndrome.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Yeah, syndrome is the villain from The Incredibles.
Which also,
he's
crazy name for a fucking villain, dude.
Yeah, I haven't.
Especially one that clearly has autism.
I haven't seen it in a while.
trap.
I don't remember why his name was
Isn't it Mark
Syndrome.
Hamill? If you say you haven't seen The Incredibles, I swear to God.
All right, I've seen the Incredibles.
Yeah, dude.
All right, come on.
Come on
And the
now.
second one. And played the game.
Only for Elastigirl.
No,
Dude.
no,
Oh, Mrs. Incredible?
not into it.
Stop it.
Not
What's the
into it.
daughter's name? Because I'm waiting for her to turn 18.
Violet.
It's Violet.
Violet. Dash and Violet. And Jack Jack.
Dash. Dash was my boy.
Yeah, because he looks like you, but better.
Yeah, but you ever, like, when you're a kid, you're like, I'm going to become fast as him.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to be
He
fast as fuck. boy.
You slap some new sneakers on. You're like, check me out. You run in a circle.
If you take it on a long frame shutter camera, you can see the lights in my sneakers. It looks pretty cool. You kind of look like
They're
them.
like, you're 28. How about you fucking chill out? How about you watch me run fast? Okay, I said I'd do it.
I'm faster than
And
all
I'm
the
doing it.
I'm faster than all the second graders, and yet no girl has a crush on me.
Sir, why are you at this playground?
Remember when you thought that was like
Thank
when
you,
you're like,
officer. I'm glad there's an official here. I'm faster than these kids, okay?
Right?
Yeah. It would be. Isn't it weird though? Like for me, that was definitely one of the things where it's like girls will like me
If I'm fast.
if I'm fast.
Yes.
You do have that build. You have a build of a guy who used to be like, I was so fast.
I was so
as
fast.
a kid.
Slap me on some Reeboks.
Yeah, but then you didn't do cardio after that because you were like, what do I need to run for? I'm already fucking fast as fuck, dude.
I already broke records.
You know who
Yeah.
never thought like that? This
Tyreek Hill.
guy.
Yeah, the lineman.
Well,
Big surprise.
I don't know.
I'm quick. I'm not fast.
What's your 40?
Yeah, that's quick, though.
Quick is
That's
short.
not an answer to my question.
Quick is short
What was it?
distance.
6.
5'2"?
5'2".
5'2", 4'9". Between 4'9" and 5'2", depending on how much I weighed at the time.
You would have never made it in the NFL.
No, not a chance, dude.
Sorry, bro.
No, because that was when you were in high school. You can get that down.
Not by much.
You can get that down.
That was 15 years ago, bud.
Not now, but
Oh,
in
yeah.
college, if you were going to go pro, you can get that number down.
Yeah, I just lose weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do that for
Dude,
a lineman,
you're looking at a guy who had the potential to run
Middle
a
linebacker.
4.6.
Wait, you're a-
okay, fucking
I
watch
could have been a
yourself.
middle linebacker. That's what they
Yeah.
wanted me to be.
though.
And I was like, no,
I don't want to learn a
I will
defense.
be a lineman.
Well,
Be
linemen have.
I play the
Yeah.
edge.
I set boundaries.
I'm going after the quarterback only.
Quarterback's not going to get out of this pocket.
They're like, you have to also stop the run. Be like, why?
Main game things.
I'm going after the quarterback. What do I need to? He can run as far as he. I don't care.
What is he gonna do?
I'm tackling that guy.
What is this guy gonna do?
There was actually a game. All right, not to get like too far into
Uncle Rico.
fucking football talk, but there was one game where they were like, we don't give a fuck how far the running back runs. The secondary will get it. Hit the quarterback every single time the ball snaps. I don't care if he
Guy
gives
plays
it
dirty
up,
football.
he throws it, he keeps it. Hit that kid, put him in the ground every single time. I want the fear of God in him.
Tire him out.
Was the other coach's kid? It was the other coach's kid.
Could have been.
Could have been.
He was the
Could've
quarterback. He
I
was,
mean, they were always the quarterback.
Yeah.
oh god.
Yeah,
Always make stupid faces.
always.
Yeah.
3 boys, 3 quarterbacks. Head coach of our team.
That makes sense.
Crazy.
That makes sense.
Fucking
And they all sucked, I'm
all
sure.
sucked. All sucked.
Bruce like, I can throw like 80 yards. They're like, get on the line, big
They're
boy.
like, Ty
3-point stance, Fatty.
Tajay can run faster than anyone else on the field. We got to get him. We got to
Weirdly
stretch.
specific name.
We got to stretch the field. You know, and they were like, "Why? We're dink and dunk offense, okay? We
I've done a lot of research. They're doing a lot of 4-2 in this league, and I'm thinking we can run up the gut with the cube.
We did do that.
cube.
We did do a lot of 4-2.
My favorite cube, Lamar Jackson.
Here we go.
All right, let's just.
Yeah, let's not
get
do
on
this right
that.
now.
Do you want to know what's
Not an MVP, so.
crazy? I'll find out what you said later when I'm editing this. Enhance that.
He's gonna be
Son of
sitting.
a
You
he's
should
gonna-
have said something to
you're-
him.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna have your girlfriend stand behind you, go enhance, and you're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
enhance.
In a dark room?
Yeah. It'll be
With
really
one computer.
grainy footage from like 80 yards away, and then we'll zoom in. It'll be like a perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Digitally enhance that.
Scrub that. Scrub that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
And
that's Jason Bourne.
You just see it go across. It's it's better.
Yeah, exactly. That pissed me off so much. Like when you actually learn video and like photo editing, when you see them zoom in from like a grainy camera and then they have like a
doesn't work.
picture perfect face,
Yeah.
it's like
That's not
No.
how not how pixels work.
Dude, yeah, long Brec was like, fuck, I can't figure it out.
How do they do that?
Teacher, I need help.
How does the CIA do this?
I hit the fill bucket like 9 times. Why is it all black? This is dumb.
He's like, you're telling me I
dumb.
have to empty the garbage after I put it in the garbage can? What the hell is this?
I gotta make 2 trips.
Stupid.
My house. You know what's crazy that I learned the other day?
What?
So you know who we got COVID from, quote unquote, people eating bats and totally not a lab leak,
Pangolins.
pangolins and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it was that and not the virgin boy eggs that they eat.
Sorry?
Yeah, dude.
I feel like this is like the Kanye thing where you've read something I did not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
Virgin boy eggs?
Yeah.
I'm terminally on. Yeah,
Terminally online.
yeah. So
he just sits in the. Yes.
all right, let's thwart by top post of all time.
Refresh.
Where is that
Something's gonna pop up.
Enhance.
No, so the Chinese are crazy, and they have like a long history of just like burying things in the ground and then being like, "Ooh, we should eat that now."
Oh.
Like century eggs and stuff.
We should have eaten that.
Ooh. Dig up that broccoli.
Got that.
Enhance that. But yeah, so they think it's like it's healing, so they'll take boys. Imagine if this was happening in America.
Okay.
They'll put buckets
Oh boy.
in like a kid's bathroom, in a
Okay.
boy kid's bathroom, because they have to be virgins. And
Yeah.
kids will just piss in it, and the adults are like, "You guys piss in that bucket?" And they're like, "Yeah." Good. And then they'll take that bucket, throw a couple eggs in there, boil them up.
That's not real.
I swear to God.
That's real?
Yeah.
They boil eggs in boy piss?
Virgin boy piss.
Virgin
first
boy
off.
piss? This sounds like witchcraft, dude.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Pat,
yeah.
you fact checking me right now?
I'm making a note because I don't want to forget this, but it's not really relevant to what we're talking about.
All right.
Okay. This kid's doing
We're ending
fucking-
the podcast.
This kid's writing.
Yeah, I don't know. That was my contribution this week. I'm rusty.
Boy piss.
Boy piss, was that not crazy?
Okay, so
What is the benefit, though? Can I just ask
Nothing.
that? There is no benefit.
Nothing.
No, like, perceived benefit?
I mean, it's like an ancient a tiny secret. But they're like, this will help you. And they're like, how? And they're like, eat it.
It will.
this will help you. How? Hoi.
Hey,
Hoi.
Arigato.
we could ask Jacob.
He's Korean, first off. Racist.
Not racist. He knows stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they have gross stuff too.
No, he knows stuff. He knows stuff.
Rudy, what is that sound?
The hash slinging slasher, dude.
Fuck.
There's gonna be a hook on the fucking door.
The walls are gonna ooze green slime. No, wait. That always happens.
So
That's just the mold.
The note I was making was that if they, so you know how like they'll record like Japanese people will make a movie, and they obviously speak Japanese in the movie. When they do the English dub for the movie, I wish they would do it like those same guys do it, like just speaking in English, so you get like the. Like instead of like a, you get it, like the English dub just goes, "What the hell is that?"
They say it in broken English.
Yeah, they do like the bad English dub.
You're watching the show, it's like, this isn't believable. I'm putting on the real audio.
Oh, isn't that?
And so I got taught.
Compound to the fist. That's what that is.
Oh, this is a thing?
Yeah, with Kevin Nealon.
I know who that
yeah,
is.
I
I
know
don't
him.
know what you're referring to.
He's like a martial arts master.
Yeah.
He fights a cow. He fights a CGI cow and some shit. And like
It's a space cow. It's a space cow.
So it's like a bad dub, and all of the Asian accents, all the Asian actors have bad English accents. It's so funny.
It's revolutionary.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He thought, a white man's going to think about this in a garage in 10 years. I must make this now.
Well, it's like kind of like that Louis C.K. bit where he's like, he ordered a bunch of like sushi at a restaurant, and she walked up. She was like, "You know Finnish?" And he was like, "Oh, I know Finnish," because it's rude to speak proper English back and be like, "No, I'm not going to finish." Like he's like, "That's rude." Like
It does feel rude.
yeah, it does feel rude.
It feels like you're correcting them.
Does
Yeah.
it? Okay. I think we already talked about this actually. Like, does your dad use the accent in restaurants?
No,
No.
but we did talk about this. My
Yeah.
mom says tortilla. Tough.
Tortilla?
Tough. I'm like, where'd you come from, Joanne?
Mississippi.
My mom has the perfect. She's across the board. She's like, I'm gonna say it exactly how you expect me to say it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say tortilla as a white lady. I'm not gonna say tortilla. I'm gonna say tortilla because we both know it's tortilla. But I'm not gonna be like, it's a tortilla. Like I'm gonna say it's a tortilla.
But do you ever go to a Mexican restaurant or anything and be
No.
like, all right, on principle?
No.
Yeah,
They're taking our jobs.
like, you ever go to like a Mexican, even an Italian restaurant, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking ace how they pronounce this.
Yeah.
And then you say it to the waiter, and you're like, I feel racist.
yeah, you're like,
Hi,
I'll have
can
the
I have
pasta.
Bolognese.
I'll have the pasta fagioli.
Well, I'm like,
And
I'll have.
it's the fagioli. How about you shut your mouth? Like,
Can I have the carne asada y tomatillo?
Dude, so when I was on training in San Antonio, we had a
Big old broads in San Antonio.
we would always get food because we were outside of San Antonio by like 30 minutes. We were just in the middle of the desert,
Okay.
but they would deliver out to us if you called like certain places. One of them, it was the best food. It was Mexican food made by Mexican people. So every time we would
The
make
people that should be making it. Go
yeah,
on.
we would make the one Mexican girl order it that we knew because she could speak Spanish. So
Yeah,
she
I bet
would
it's
go.
a- yeah,
She
yeah.
would come and sit
That's
with.
just a pro move.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just a pro move.
she was a part of the group.
Yeah.
She was one of the four
One of the boys.
in the group.
Token.
But it was like it was a white guy, a white guy, a white guy, and a Mexican girl. Like,
That's a gangbang.
so she would sit
That's good
down
porn.
with us and be like, And I'd be like, "What's that one?" She'd be like, "That's steak." And I'm like, "Okay, I want that one." I couldn't read the menu because it's in Spanish.
Yeah, it's a good idea though too.
Explain everything to us.
Because if you call and they ask one question, you're like,
yeah, I'd be like, hang on one second, I have to go get my mom.
I have to go get my mommy.
Yeah, I have to give the phone to this girl who's 1 year older than me. Be like, "Can you handle this, please? I can't handle
Hola,
it."
¿qué pasó?
She's not actually Mexican. She just took Spanish in high school.
She just tans really well.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sí. There was a dumb in my class. It was this girl, and I wasn't in
Retarded girl.
Wow.
Yeah. They said dumb.
I
Two
have,
dumbs, that's a dumb girl. 3 dumbs, that's a
I have two
special needs.
I have
That's a special
two
name girl.
stories about this girl.
Okay.
She was in a Spanish class, which I wasn't in, like, personally,
Okay.
but she asked the teacher. Actually, yeah, let me get one more. You know, it's fun because I was editing the last episode. That clink, so loud.
It's so loud. He's doing that on purpose.
I can see
now.
Pat's lower back and his
Got a
upper
lot of
underwear.
hair for a paley.
A lot of hair for
Generally,
a-
you people don't have a lot of hair.
A lot of hair for a paleo diet.
Well, I don't shave.
How would you shave your back hair? You need somebody to do it for you. Yeah, but you would need somebody to do it.
I just go on my tippy toes and I look in the mirror.
You have that kind of range? That's wild.
Can you put your
What are you doing?
It looked a lot closer when it was going straight out and then the air took it. I'm just throwing shit around your garage. Just trying to dirty your house.
Can you put both your arms behind your back and connect your hands?
No, I can't do that anymore.
No. No.
No, he
one
means
above,
like-
so below.
Like that?
No, one above, so below.
Oh, that?
Yeah, like one this way and then the other one that way.
And touch? No, not a fucking
I
chance,
can
dude.
still.
No.
I can still lock fingers.
You can do that and touch your hands. No,
My
Yeah.
delts are way too tight for that.
there's no way. I'm feet apart.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look at that kid's lats. Oh, yeah, he still got it. Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I think it's my shoulders. My shoulders are.
Yeah, I dislocated both shoulders. What do you mean?
That's not why. My shoulders. It's too much muscle. I don't have enough flexibility.
That's
Fuck
what it
you.
is.
Fuck you and your
Well,
muscles.
It's gotta go somewhere. If this stuff is in the way, you can't.
I
Yeah.
think it's funny how you decided to do this in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, you gotta try to get by or else you get trapped.
It's fine. We'll figure it
It
out.
really made me feel bad. I don't want to. I'm not trying to throw stuff around
I
here.
don't care, Patrick.
It's a garage.
It's a garage.
It's a
hand
garage.
lotion.
He'll
I
clean
get
this
dry
next
hands.
July 4th.
I get dry hands. Next July 4th.
And we're back.
But yeah, so she was in this Spanish class. I wasn't in it, and we're back. And she would ask she asked the teacher. She was like, "Why do they say L and la in Spanish?" He's like, "That's just it's just the language." She's like, "Yeah, but why?" And he's like, "I just how it is." She's like, "But why?" And he's like, "God damn it!" Shut up! I did have a class. This isn't the other story, but I did have a class with her, and it was a creative writing class. And so she had that voice.
What are we gonna friggin' do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a Valley Girl voice.
Yeah.
As a fat Jewish retard.
Well, it was hot until you described her.
Cut. And, but she was talking to this guy, and he had a slow Southern drawl, like, well,
Like that?
I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at like, damn, that's slow. That's a tough combo.
Yeah,
She's
it's
like, and he's like,
Yeah. And so they were talking for about 3 minutes, and this girl just goes,
they said 2 things.
this other girl just goes, "Oh my God, please stop, please stop! I would give anything for this to stop." And they just kept talking. She was like, "Ah!"
In class, she's like, oh,
Kind of.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. But the other story
He's
is,
completely confused. He's like, I don't understand. What's
what's the
big deal?
problem? She
I'm
had a
just
question. I want to tell her what she's asking. Some dumb fucking question.
Dumb shit.
But no, so the girl that I would quote unquote call my first love.
Oh.
That feels like she thought that about you.
No, not not her.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I was like, no, I know. I mean, like the fat Jewish retard was like, I'm
For the
Brec's
record, Pat is
first
the
love.
only one calling her that.
He said that
Yes.
earlier. He said that earlier.
Not with the power of editing.
Got that.
But you enhance that.
I know you
So,
can hear me.
The first my first love. She her and her gay friend.
Hell yeah.
So the girl was Jewish, and her and her gay friend went to
Hell
to her house and threw Bibles and dildos on her lawn.
Oh my god.
The gay friend was throwing Bibles. In,
So my
the
first
gay friend was
love.
throwing Bibles. and
My first
dildos?
love and her gay friend threw a bunch of Bibles and dildos on this special needs Jewish girl's house.
Oh my
The
god.
house's front lawn.
First off, you tell that gay friend he can fuck right off. That is not his territory.
I will, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know why I did the hand gesture. No one
It's a
could
lot.
see it.
It's a
But
lot.
My first love was indicted for a hate crime
That's super cool, dude.
like
It's kinda
officially?
in court.
Whoa.
Oh, she went to court. Yeah.
Tried as a minor?
No, dude, this is the thing. She was like 20.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this wasn't like 16 being dumb. We were drinking or getting high. This was like they just did
20
this.
drinking, getting high.
I don't even know if they were drinking. They literally like
Hey, you know what would be funny?
exactly.
And then the gay guy was like, "Girl, you right. We
Yeah, but that's like the
should
thing.
go do that.
It's
I
like
got
a-
some dildos at my house. Don't ask." And
Like I don't know. Like there couldn't have been a problem. Like this girl was not like able to have a problem with someone.
Right.
Like you can't have a problem.
So you're just being a dick.
Yeah. And so
Your first love was just a total dickhead.
why
piece of shit.
Bibles
Wow.
and dildos? Like, we don't know which one's gonna hurt your feelings.
Ah!
I don't know.
We'll attack you from both sides.
I don't know. But it was fun because the
I do like the spectrum of
Yeah.
offensive.
Yeah, it's either find Jesus or get fucked. We don't know what you don't like, but
That's not
That's
bad.
actually the message.
what is it? Yeah, but she oh, in the article. Take your time.
I'm good.
If you're gonna cough, leave the room. In the article about like the hate crime.
Good
I
God.
was holding one in.
Yeah, a lot of visual gags.
I wish we had a camera.
On the article for when it happened, the journalist was like, suspected special needs woman.
Oh my God. She didn't even have a full diagnosis.
Suspected. It's like the journalist met her and he was like, "Do you have a diagnosis?" She was like, "Oh, what?" And he was like, "Never
A
mind."
what?
I don't know how much of that I might actually
that
have
was
to
like-
cut because
that
they
was
might
like-
find that.
Yeah,
on-
that's a pretty specific
That was like
story, dude.
when the cops were interrogating that Larry guy, and they're like, "I'm not messing around." Do you know that
yeah.
video?
No.
When he's walking out of the courthouse.
No, this is like the interrogation video.
We
They're like,
have I'm sorry.
He's
Uh,
not
this
talking
guy-
about Westgate.
no, I'm talking of the. I don't remember.
Because I need that video.
No,
Yeah,
it's
right.
like it's a special needs black man. He's a
Okay.
full adult,
Yep.
and he's getting like interrogated by the police, and like they're trying to be nice, and it's not working because he's special needs, so he can't stay on topic, and he doesn't really understand.
He can't grasp the situation.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't get it, and then the
It's just
fat
Beetlejuice.
the fat white
Hanging
cop.
around.
He does kind of look like Beetlejuice a little bit, but the fat white cop like loses his patience, and he's like, "I'm not messing around anymore." And he slaps the table, and he's like, "I want to know where he was, and I know you know." And the guy and the special needs guy was like, "Ah." Dude, it's like, you know it won't. He's coloring a picture in the interrogation room where they like have the one-sided glass. He's coloring a picture in, and they're like, "We know you know where the murder weapon is," and he's like, "Fuck, he doesn't know, dude.
Yeah.
Come on."
He doesn't know what he had for lunch.
Yeah, like it's not gonna
In the
work.
middle of getting yelled at by a cop going,
That's how it was.
that's so funny.
It broke the cop too because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, both cops started laughing because they were like, "Yeah, this is crazy."
You know what it is? He got mad, and then as soon as he was like, What are we doing? What are we doing? Give this guy a
He's
chocolate
like,
milk.
all right, that's on me, guys. That's
Buddy,
on
you want
me.
some ice cream? Come on.
Yeah,
foul.
let's go play catch outside. You're gonna drop it a lot, I can tell, but we'll have fun.
It's fetch at that point.
Can't
Yeah,
throw
you're
it
not-
either. Has to hand it off.
Yeah, you're not gonna throw it to him. You're gonna throw it by him.
You throw it at him. You
throw it
hope,
ar-
yeah, he figures it out.
Well, you
Throw it
can't. You
around
can't
him.
throw it at him because you hit him too many times. Then they're like, "Are you abusing that kid? Like, are you abusing that full
They're the
adult
police.
special needs man? You're like, I'm a cop.
Oops.
How about you back off? Pull a gun on you.
I don't know how much is getting cut. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't wait.
I
till
don't
we
think
have
you
a
should
camera.
cut much. I think you should bleep a lot.
All right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you could just
all
call
right.
this
That
the,
might need it.
the bleeped episode because a lot of it is
toughie.
bleep worthy.
All right. All right.
The Wawa episode.
The Wawa.
Wah, 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 wah.
What do you got for pod tops, bud?
I'm looking them up right. Oh, Margaret Quilley's bare vagina just popped up.
Fuck yeah,
Oops.
boy. Ooh, do you want me to do mine that we were talking about before?
You were talking pod tops pre-pod.
I said, is this a pod topic? Should I save it for the podcast? And he said, yes, I have questions.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, dude, if you got anything that's you're on the fence about, just sling it out there and fucking.
Sling it out there.
Thanks, bud.
You have the Pat O'Connor permission.
Fuck yeah, that's all I've ever needed.
Dude, fucking Ken Riffy.
Stop
Junior.
doing the fucking crab man stuff, dude. I'm gonna hit you. All right, so
Can't help it.
I matched with this girl on Tinder about a month ago.
She
hot?
show off.
Hot.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
I'm not gonna say her name, but she's
Good
from
call.
Alabama. She was up here. No, she was up here visiting a friend when I matched with her, and then she went back down to Alabama.
What a dirty. Never mind.
Slut.
I was gonna say that she's a slut up here visiting a friend, and
I
she's.
don't give a fuck. What are we doing?
I know you're.
That's what I'm looking for.
I know
True.
you're.
True.
I'm not.
And she's leaving.
We all know the quality of person you are.
dumping one in that girl, dude.
I'm speaking of the quality of person she is.
Oh yes, of
The
course.
friend she came to visit, it's a guy.
Non-binary.
You ain't
Of
hook up with a girl,
the Alabama
bitch. You hook up
slut
with a-
is non-binary.
No. The friend was.
The friend was non-binary?
Yes.
Non-binary, but like had a penis.
No, non-binary female.
That had a strap on.
One would assume.
Probably.
They fucked. She came up
Pat's
here.
taking the high road on
Whose
this.
business
this
is that?
story.
Whose
She,
business
she
is that?
came. Well, that's actually now that we're getting more details. You're telling me an Alabama slut was friends with a non-binary?
German
That doesn't
Alabama.
add up.
That's
at
actually
all.
kind of crazy.
Half German, half black.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
Half German. You're telling me an
I'm gonna say her
Alabama
name.
slut?
You're gonna bleep it, but her name is.
Is the Alabama slut?
Yes.
That's a guy.
Not from what I've
You
seen.
know what? Just continue.
right,
I'm
anyways.
sick of this slander.
Yeah. Slanderous bastard.
Sick of this slander.
Oh yeah, excuse me for thinking an Alabama slut
Why do
being
we keep saying that?
being friends with a non-binary person is like, really? Those things don't
Natural enemies.
Yes, you would think.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
okay,
I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
True.
I get the reasoning.
Jeez,
Anyway,
bringing up all this German shit. No one gives a fuck
I care.
about if she's black.
Elon Musk cares.
Alabama slut doesn't matter.
Tell me about your. Tell me
Anyways,
about your
so
Alabama
yes,
slut.
so Alabama slut.
I'm sorry. Tell me about your Alabama queen.
Queen.
Tell me about your queen.
Alabama queen.
She's German. You can't say.
Alabama queen.
What's the German word
say
for queen?
Nah, you can't. They don't have those over there. They had that
Princess?
one guy who was
Duchess.
like, "We're taking him to the top."
Fuhrer.
Duchess.
Yeah, they-
Fura.
Fraulein.
Fura.
It's the Fury.
Soft A.
you had this Alabama Furiosa. You
Fiora.
had this Alabama Furiosa.
Furiosa. Fucking Mad Max. Anyways, all right. Fucking back on topic. So
Topic the whole time.
I don't know. Maybe it feels wayward.
Tell your story.
So
speak
I'm
your truth.
talking to this girl. I've been talking to this girl for about a month now, right? And she said she's gonna come back up and visit and shit, right? But
She's
so
gonna
she's been
come.
telling
Back up and
gonna come, gonna come after March because you're getting fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll explain that afterwards.
yeah, that was never a pod
We've
talk.
never explained that.
Yeah.
So she's telling me about her week, and just out of the blue, she goes, I'm going to dominatrix tomorrow. I haven't done it in a while. And I was like, hold up. Wait a minute.
Your career ain't shit unless it got some Kendrick in it. Go on.
Hold
What?
up a second, Rodolfo.
Hit me.
When did this conversation happen?
Today.
Awfully suspicious that it's today.
Why?
When yesterday you suggested the loser of the fantasy football league get dominated.
I know!
That's what I said.
I know!
I said that. It's windy as hell out there.
Wow.
That was my car. Just get into the ground.
That one actually scared me. Is there a man out there?
Huh, Mike?
It's urban legend.
If I see Big Mike in the window, I will shit
I'll
my
shit
pants.
a Brec. I'm not kidding. And I know him. I've seen him naked.
Ah, that's your
Big dick?
uncle.
Half naked.
That's your uncle.
Dick?
No. Fucking up naked.
Nice.
You've seen him wearing a bathing suit?
No, I've seen him wearing underoos.
Big bulge?
Underoos?
Was
Big
he-
bulge?
Tighty whities, baggy boxers.
man.
What are we talking about? Seems like a baggy boxers kind of guy.
No, surprisingly.
He's briefs man?
Briefs, man.
Ugh.
Oh, get that package tight.
I like briefs. You don't like briefs?
Ew.
I prefer silk.
The last time I wore them was in basic training because they make you wear those. And I'll be honest, when you switch,
Because of the tight boy stuff.
Yeah.
it's because of the uniformity.
Sure, whatever they tell you.
Well, they were
Don't
all,
ask, don't tell, brother.
Don't it?
Rules are
That's
rules.
assault, brother.
that were way off the Alabama slut.
I
But
was
Yeah,
about to say,
yeah.
yeah. Continue
keep
about
up with the
dominatrix.
Alabama slut.
So
fuck
So
underwear.
Alabama Slut says that, and I go, that's wild. Does it pay? Does it pay well? And she was like, sometimes. And then that's the end.
Not at
That was
all.
the end of the conversation because we started to hang out, all the three of us.
There's so much left of that conversation.
So you're
There's so many things I need to ask.
you're telling me she sent the last message?
Yes.
Or you did?
She did.
She did, and she said sometimes it pays well.
Yes.
Dude.
Which is a wild thing to
Alabama
keep doing.
slut is sitting on the other end of this phone like, oh my god, he doesn't like me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I kind of
oh
like
my
that. It gives me
God.
a lot of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're so far away.
Can't do nothing about
Dude,
it.
this is the
Dude.
Italian dream right here.
All it
That's
takes,
right.
all it takes is 45 minutes for her to go fucking
Batshit crazy and
girl
kill herself.
panic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
started-
hey.
45 minutes.
Not for nothing.
Queen crazy.
Quain. She went Quain crazy as soon as I went, that's wild, period. Does it pay well? One question mark.
Yeah, so that's not even, does it pay well? It's like,
No.
does it pay well? Hey.
Because I will be honest with you. When I first read that, I was like, that's a lot for me. You know what I mean?
Understandably so. Now, let me ask you this.
Sex work is work. For the podcast.
She's a
Well,
For now.
dominatrix, full-time, part-time, what have you.
seems like part-time.
Is this like she's freelance, or is this like, does she have like a
I assume there's a
dominatrix
website
pimp?
somewhere.
Yeah.
Is there? So
How
when
do you book the appointment?
no, what I'm
true.
saying, what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that if it costs $100 to book her, does she get the $100 or does she get like $50?
Right,
Like,
right.
Is there a dominatrix pimp, or is she the top dog?
Well, I
Because
think
wouldn't
if
that
there's
be
a
a
pimp-
conundrum where she's a dominatrix, but she has someone that she answers to?
Right.
Wow.
All right, so I was.
Wow.
Wow.
We're breaking shit down.
Whoa. So all right. So there's two tiers of this, right? If there is a pimp, quote unquote pimp,
Yeah.
I'm out, right? I'm not. That girl's a hooker, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Sex work is work, but
Just
I have
Alabama
a line.
slut.
You know what I mean? Alabama slut
Alabama slut.
Alabama hooker.
and Alabama hooker. Can't do that. Now,
Well, you can do it once.
if it's freelance and it's a fucking I can do it once.
do it
Yeah, and
once.
it's just a personal venture. It's,
Yeah. She's going back.
Yeah.
Fucking, what are we doing?
It's
like
like it's not
Fly
full
Swatters.
time, okay? I'm still like a fucking kindergarten teacher, but on
Big
the
old
side,
titties,
like
by the way.
during the summer, you know, you gotta make a little extra scratch.
Yeah.
I picture the kids.
And I'm like, I'm doing this for them. This is how I'm gonna buy all the highlighters for the school year.
I picture the kids and I thwap this guy's cock. What's the problem?
But so now there are questions, right? So now dominatrix implies only hurting this person that you're with, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's sexual gratification is implied because of what they're doing
For the guy.
for the guy.
Yeah.
there's no actual insertion. So, is it actually hooking?
Not into her. There's no insertion.
Right.
Yeah.
If something's going inside someone, that is sex, brother.
All right. I accept that definition. No, I accept that definition.
I mean, because, like, think about, like, dumb it all the way down.
Okay.
Like, what's the...
Give me the paddle connotation.
What's the most sex, like, the least sex you can do and still count as sex is, we'll say, like, what, fingering a girl?
Finger banging.
Finger banging, yeah.
Finger
Dude,
banging.
I love finger banging.
Finger banging, dude.
You ever, like, when you were a
finger
kid-
blast a girl, that is sex. And that's...
You do that?
And so, well,
You're doing 2 middle?
I'm doing, fuck...
You're doing things?
You throwing gang signs
You
up in
do-
that
yeah,
clip?
Yeah. Bang, 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 bang.
That's a good one.
yeah, you
Have you ever seen the chicks that they slap the pussy and they're like, ah?
Have you ever seen the
Yeah, that's
Korean?
during-
Have you ever seen the
Yeah.
Korean girl sitting on the swivel chair? And
Go
there's
on.
a guy next to her with an empty slingshot, and he just keeps pulling it back and thwapping her on the pussy.
Oh!
Yeah, that's kind of what she said too.
Oh!
It's so weird because it's
Jesus Christ, she lost the accent. She's like, holy fuck!
it's a pained moan. She's like,
Oh. All right, relax. I'm getting,
Dude, you don't want
good
me.
time.
What, you want
I'm
me to
getting
dive
somewhere.
back into the Pornhub talk, dude?
Maybe.
Fuck it.
we're getting there.
God.
So you said you had questions.
yes,
Go ahead.
yes.
Alabama
Alabama slut.
yeah.
That's the name of the episode at this point.
Well,
Alabama
it's just
slut.
like I
Can't
feel
not
like
be
Can't
Alabama
not be
slut.
Alabama
I
slut.
feel like you don't have enough information for my questions.
All right, so well,
How much does
ask
she?
him anyway. Let's
how
talk
much
it out.
does she make? Is it
Right,
you
okay.
know? Is it how many clients does she have?
So
Is
from
she gonna
what
do
I'm
it to you?
understanding, This is.
What's your line?
What's my line?
Let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's start there. We can
Yeah,
delve.
okay,
we
all
can.
right. We can.
That's
we
a
can
question.
guess
we can
on the rest of
explore.
it,
We can
yeah.
explore. Okay. So my
How much
line,
would you charge?
Not much. Handy at the end?
Why not?
Why not?
That's it. You get beat up, and you're like, all right, now jerk me off.
Laying in a pool.
Yeah, you're beaten and bruised. You're like, my body's been through a lot. The least you could do was fucking tuck it.
Make me come.
That's cool. If like you get to a street fight and say that. Great. Now I lost a fight and my dick's all hard. You're just gonna stand there or what?
You got like a broken leg. You're like, come on,
man. I'm
What are you-
dying here.
Wait, you're just gonna look at it all day? You're gonna do something with it.
I gotta go to the hospital after this.
You're not gonna jerk me off. I've tried. You think they'd be more open to Eastern medicine? I don't know.
Every bone in my body's broken. If you don't want to
Except
spit in your
one.
hand, I'll spit in your hand for you. Make me a part of this.
Look, just pop a loogie in your thumb and caress it for a little bit.
Just rub your thumb on the top of it.
Do you know what a frenulum is? All right, you see that little banjo string?
You can't point to anything. You're just like, all right, watch my eyes. There's the top of it, and then right underneath.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm not asking for ball play or anything. It's just shaft work. Now get to it.
Please.
Use a firm grip. We'll get through this faster, brother. It's just me and you out here. I'll stall the cops. I swear to God.
The cops come. Look, stay back. I got a gun.
He's got a gun.
They'll never know about you. I'll tell them about your friends. They'll never know about you. They'll never know. Run through that alley. Over there. Over there.
All right, now kiss me.
That way. You think you could convince a guy to do it? That'd be funny if you could convince like
After he beat the shit out of you?
No.
if
Six
it was
guys.
if it was like a
beat
gangbanger
Yeah.
and you're the last two left and he's fucking wearing the doot rag and the baggy shorts and he's just like, yo, I'm
White
gonna
guy
fucking
or
Yeah, honestly though, that'd be kind of a power move to beat the shit out of someone,
And then
while
jerk
they
and then squat down next to him and be like, hey man.
No! God! No! No!
This was worse than I thought.
We're doing this whether you like it or not.
Why are you so good at this? You've done this before, haven't you? You fucking gay bastard.
The guy pulls a lube out of his pocket. He's like, "Damn right I have." Now relax.
Do you think after he like flicks it on you, he's like, "You fucking piece of shit."
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't
like
flick
he's
a-
wiping off his sword. He's like on your pants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in your khaki, so it
on your
stains.
shirt,
On
dude.
your shirt.
You just go,
Yeah. And then he gives you a dirty Sanchez to finish it off.
A dirty dude. Fuck it. Imagine you get jerked off, and then he's just like, "Wet Willie."
All right, cutie. All right, cutie. I'm out of here. Bye. Did you find him? Yeah. There's a lot of DNA on you.
Is this from the attacker? No.
No.
Wish I could say it was. That would probably be better, but that's mine.
It's all right.
Did you jerk off and get beaten up? I wish that was a chain of events that happened.
I'll be like, look I'm not judging them, but you got some gay gang members out here. You gotta get on top of this shit. This is insane.
What's your line?
So
For,
my
like
line
BDSM
is-
stuff.
My line would be sex for money, right? Straight
No,
up.
no.
What? Oh.
She comes back up.
As a dominatrix, her doing stuff to
me,
you, what's your
yeah.
line?
To me,
Yeah.
For her to
nothing's going in my
dominatrix you.
butt.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Nothing's going in my butt.
Can she hit you?
Yeah.
All right.
How hard?
I don't know how
Like,
hard
is
you
it
wanna
like
hit
some
me.
like
to
oh,
be
you
fair.
can do like a little light spanking or like a little slap in the face?
Yeah, light stuff's
You
fine.
gotta talk to her. Like, just
If
go
you
full attention.
punch
Like,
me,
go and you
dude,
slap me
I'm
around a
gonna
little
get
bit.
mad.
Yeah,
then
I'm
you're
not
gonna-
gonna get
'cause that's-
punched.
I'm gonna
I don't
hit
think
her.
I don't think I
then
could
you
get
get
hit.
have some real sex.
Yeah.
I don't think I could get
Imagine
hit
that's what,
at all.
I marry this woman.
I don't think I
Guys,
could
I don't
get
know
hit
what
at
to tell
all.
you.
I don't think I could. Like mentally, if you hit me, I think I'd just be like, "What the
As
fuck?"
long as it's not
Like, I would
on
make
my
me
head,
angry.
As long
Yeah.
as you don't punch me in the head or like pull my hair or something like that, I'm okay. I'll be fine.
She walks up, you're strapped, just fucking
Slaps me in the back of the head.
You're starved, but she slaps you in the back of the head. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're looking like
Just snap one of the bed frames
gives,
off.
gives you a body shot." She's like, "Oh, "Fuck you, motherfucker."
See, like the Hulk ending. You're like, it's like that episode in was it Django?
Episode of Django. Those are movies.
You got it. What's the one where they like he rips the chains? Maybe that's not even a
Luke Cage.
You talk about
Maybe
the
it was
Boondock
Luke Cage,
in the
actually.
Boondock
He did
Saints.
rip his chains off.
that. Yeah,
Well,
might
but
have
he had
been
Very
super
symbolic.
strength and unbreakable skin.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
kind of a cheating.
and he was a ripped black man.
Yeah.
He was a Jack Black man. He was not ripped.
He was Jack Black.
Jack Black did play that guy in one movie, but they were like, "This is kind of not cool, so let's just switch it back to the other."
We're gonna have a shelf for this one.
Yeah.
yeah.
That stuff.
There's an unreleased Jack Black Luke Cage movie
I'd watch
where
it.
I
Jack
watched the fuck out of
Jack
watch that.
Black plays a black guy who with super strength and unbreakable skin.
You're not gonna break my skin. My skin is unbreakable.
That was actually pretty good.
Thank you. I love Kickapoo from.
Yes.
It was a long ass time ago in the town called Kickapoo. There lived a wholesome family, religious through and through. So good. Oh, have you ever seen Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny?
Once a long time ago.
It doesn't count.
This guy doesn't watch fucking.
He's never seen Transformers. What are we talking about?
Never seen Transformers. He's like, you never seen the Pick of Destiny.
You've never seen
Shut the fuck
Megan
up.
Fox bend over a fucking Camaro?
Yeah,
bro?
fucking realign your priorities. You watch the two fat guys, I'll watch the hot girls, and we'll fucking see who ends up happier. Like,
Probably me. I'm not gonna lie. Pick a Destiny's pretty good.
it's not bad, but Megan Fox is pretty hot, so. Even though she drinks MGK's blood now, or whatever they're doing.
And she has toe thumbs.
Yeah, still
And
hot, though.
she was in that movie where she had sex with a man in a bathroom, but he was married.
What movie is this?
She's a robot. She was a robot.
Oh.
Subservience?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have not seen
Netflix?
that.
Yeah,
That's
I haven't
right.
seen
Yeah.
it. Heard of
Netflix
it, but I've
film?
never watched
Yeah.
it.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, so
It's not sexy though.
Speaking of lines,
Lines?
looked it up.
Yes.
Whose line is it anyway?
Celebrities.
I think it's mine.
Go on.
Okay. So speaking of lines, if there's a weird thing about a girl, right? I know you've been in a relationship for 10 years.
Yeah, so try and use your imagination.
Use your imagination.
We're talking
So
about
say
the dating pool.
You just start dating a girl, right? You're on the
You gotta get a pipe, dude. Women of the fair sex. Indubitably.
as the Pharisees would say, Slay queen.
Yas, bitch.
So, say you match with a girl, right? Face pretty, right? Can't really tell the body, but you know she's not like enormous, right? What is something that would make you go, I'm not dating this girl?
Oh, deal breakers?
Yes.
Are we talking like you have like a
Physical traits that are
Okay. Physical
immutable.
traits.
Okay, well
Immutable.
that's what I was gonna ask. Is it
Yeah.
a physical trait thing, or is it like you're looking at this person's like dating profile?
No. Dating profile, who gives? I'll
So it's
fuck anything,
physical-
but-
Well, no,
Only?
because if they're like if they're like like fuck, if you voted for Trump, don't bother swiping. I'm like, I'm not gonna swipe because you're a fucking cunt. But that's
I can
nothing.
still have sex with that girl. What are
Yes.
we doing?
Nah, that would
100%, dude. I
'cause-
don't care.
well,
I don't have to
I-
talk. I can lie.
I
What are
could-
we doing?
Look at me, dude. Fuck, I can't
No,
be like,
you
no,
can't
I
lie.
voted for
It's-
Biden. No
it's
one
written
believes me.
all over
Yeah.
No
you,
one
dude.
believes
You're
me,
wearing
dude.
a flannel coat.
It's warm.
People talk about green thumbs. You have red fingers.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Fucking blood of my enemies.
Now, is it purely physical?
Purely physical.
Armpit hair.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, obviously
It's not
long.
you need a
super-
clean shaven.
Not
lady.
clean shaven.
It's not.
Okay.
Well, armpit
Like-
hair is not super feminine. Are we talking like
Generally
like
speaking.
you're talking like a fucking bushy
Yeah,
armpit? Or is
exactly.
it like it's like she didn't shave this week, whatever?
No, I have no problem with that. Shit happens.
If it's like this is a choice.
yes.
Like it's braided
Okay.
and dyed.
oh.
You seen those?
She's like, I'm a bit of a
Crazy.
Viking. They're like, what do you mean? She's like,
Oh God!
And you know, like all those women that take pictures with their armpit hair, because
Yes.
it's not like they can just have it and just be quiet about it. They have to throw it in your face.
they're
that they
like,
have
yeah,
it.
I fucking don't bathe on a regular basis.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm just like, you're gonna be insufferable.
For me, wide shoulders.
I can understand that.
I get it, but that's not the first one that
I
comes to
broke up
mind.
with a girl because of that.
If we were
My
talking like
sister pointed it out to me. She goes, "Wow, she's got really like broad shoulders."
She
And
broke
I
the glass.
Yeah.
Never noticed it, dude. We were getting stoned and fucking all the time, dude. She was a gymnast. And then one
well,
day,
yeah, she's got wide shoulders.
yeah, she's
dude.
got wide shoulders. She's
She's
strong.
fucking, she got good balance.
And dude,
You think you do all those?
She
That's
got
what you
up-
should have told G. You should be like, you go do all those flips with
Yeah.
your fucking pansy ass
yeah,
shoulders.
yeah.
Take your degenerate pussy and grind it up against the balance beam, you cunt. Shut up.
He's like, gee, you gotta see the things we're doing in this, but you don't gotta see it. But
Crazy
just
shit.
imagine the things we're doing in this bedroom with those goddamn shoulders.
She sucked it from
crazy
behind.
shit, dude. And I didn't
She
notice
holds
it.
me up in the air.
G, you don't get it. She sucked me from behind. You're not gonna get it, and
I
you'll
was
never get
holding
it.
her ankles
Holding her.
She sucked me
Yeah.
from behind.
Be like, gee, you don't get it. When we have sex, she holds my ankles.
Yeah.
Fucking power poses, yeah.
She was able
Amazon
to
shit,
fit.
dude.
Yeah,
She was
fuck
able
that.
to fit my balls and my dick in her mouth. Balls first, mind you.
You
Whoa.
said this
She
to your
sucked
sister.
it.
Yeah, I said all of this to my
Yeah.
younger sister.
Yeah. What would you do right now? Hit her up right now. I dare you, and just text her. G, she's a 6, but she sucks it from behind.
Their family's not built like yours. Okay, they don't
Oh,
have.
yes,
they don't
it
have.
is.
They don't
Yes, it
have.
is.
They
You
don't
have
have boundaries.
no idea.
They don't have boundaries.
I wouldn't. I have boundaries in my family.
Exactly.
I would never ask that.
No,
Dude,
No.
she's a
But
6.
but my yeah.
dude, that's all the coworkers that we
But
have are like,
she
they're like, what? Are you and your
sucks
sister gonna move up
it
here, and move in together? I'm like,
from
no. I was like, for one, what if
behind.
I want to bring a girl home?
Yeah.
And I was like,
And now
worse.
we wait.
What worse? What if she wants to bring a dude home? And I'm just in the other room, like, I can't believe my sister's getting fucked over there. Like, no, dude.
That's
fuck
why I could never
that.
live with G after we were adults.
Yeah, fuck
I was
that.
like,
That's
I'm not
how.
doing that.
Fuck that.
Oh shit! What's his name? The incel shooter.
Luigi Mangione.
Gary Payton.
No, I sent him to you. Elliot Rogers.
Okay.
Elliot Rogers. So he was an incel that
Elliot
that yes
Trans.
that shot up like a bunch of people, and one in his manifesto he was like, yeah. I heard my younger sister getting railed in the room next to me, and I was just thinking how I can't get laid.
To be fair, that would make me kill someone too. How many people did you kill?
A lot, like 13, 15.
I would have went for 20 at least.
That
I go
kid's
somewhere
wrong.
more
Do you-
crowded.
Do you know how much work his sister had to put in to getting laid?
Zero.
Zero.
That's my thing. Yeah.
Zero,
Zero work.
brother. your sister was
brother.
Your sister was a hoe.
I mean,
If
I
it's
mean,
to
we don't know
if
the
it-
lady.
If it's the extent of like I'm jealous of how much sex she has,
I think it was only
while
like-
I have none.
I think it was like one time.
One time he went over the edge.
The guy's insane. He killed people because he didn't get pussy. What are we talking about?
Sounds like he wanted to have sex with his sister. If I'm being honest,
Can I time out for a second? Whoa, I gotta pee.
he got real jealous.
Where are we at? Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're like, the thing that bothers me is that, I think you're like a 6.9
Yeah.
or a 6.7, and then that account gets flagged like, hey, you're overrating these people. You do it again,
Yeah.
and you're banned. It's
Oh,
Yeah.
I respect that though.
like, I don't.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Why?
That's Reddit.
It pisses me off.
yeah, that's right.
Well, because first off, who the fuck is this guy to decide whatever dumbass scale
Some,
this is?
mod.
yeah, some fat white guy in his bed.
It's it's fucking bullshit.
He's
is
got
what I'm
his
saying.
laptop on his belly. And he's
Yeah.
like,
I want to see a
I wouldn't
picture of the
say
guy.
6.9.
I want to see a picture of the guy. If it's
he's a 5.
Yeah.
if it's a Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey type, then hey, respect that answer.
Okay.
Man knows.
Yeah.
Man, it
Man
doesn't
knows
even.
puss.
It could be like not even like the hottest guy out there. It could be like an Aaron Judge type guy, where he's a 7 to an 8. You
Okay.
know, somewhere in that range, like a
Yeah.
moderately attractive guy.
What would you rate yourself, Patrick?
Myself currently,
Ugly.
or my peak
Right now, in this moment.
right now, probably 7.
All right.
Probably a 7.
So I could fuck you and still win the bet.
Yeah, but good. Good luck. I'm no easy lay.
We'll see.
You know what else is a really fun read on
What?
Reddit? Dead bedrooms.
Dead bedrooms.
Dead bedrooms. Is that couples
What
that
is
don't
that?
have sex anymore?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
And
What?
one comes to Reddit and they're like, fucking bullshit.
Oh.
Not really, but they'll be like, me and my
What's the
husband.
ratio male to female?
I don't go on it too much, but like probably 60-40.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be
Really?
a lot of dudes.
There's a good
majority
one. I forget
men, yeah.
exactly how it went, but this guy came on and he was like, "Yeah, my wife doesn't want to have sex with me." And then like the next day, there's a post like, "Hi, I'm that guy's wife."
Yeah.
And this is why I don't want to bang him. And everyone's like, "That's so valid." All guys trying to get laid by her.
because a guy will quickly go to. There's no way he's not gonna come and sit down with the boys and be like, "We're not having sex." He's gonna go on the internet because he can't admit that you're not having sex. To
All right.
people
I
you
could
know.
admit that to you guys.
Yeah, I better say I could probably admit that to you
I
guys.
could sit down with you guys.
And it's always an
Yeah,
easy
but
fix.
if you're in a
yeah.
relationship, like a marriage,
Yeah.
Unless like you did
If I'm
something.
comfortable enough with somebody, yeah.
It's also
Well, yeah,
though
yeah,
like
but-
those conversations. It sounds like it's hard to bring up, but it's usually a very easy solution.
yeah.
Like if you're 40 and they hate you, I mean maybe not, but if you're like 30,
Yeah.
it's like take her out.
Take her out.
That's all you
Yeah,
gotta
Take
do.
her out to dinner, dude.
You have
Take
to
her out to
spice it
dinner.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta do
Yeah,
something.
Take her out
100%.
to dinner.
But,
Put it in her butt.
Yeah.
but what I will say is that
Hit
I
on
think
her,
Something.
talk dirty to her
Yeah.
again.
you see.
Pretend she's alone at the bar.
Exactly.
Walk up to her, flirt with her a little bit. Hey, I've never
Exactly.
seen you before. Do you come here often? I've done that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Fucking works every time, dude.
Yep.
Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon did
knew
that in
Four Christmases.
4 Christmases.
Yep.
Dude, and he goes, and she starts walking away because she like disses him. And he goes, "Hey, I'm talking to you, bitch." And I was like, Vince, no.
What are you talking about?
And that's what he says at the beginning.
No,
of the
I
movie.
know, but that is.
Yeah.
All right, Pat. Let me
Yeah,
break it
yeah,
down
yeah.
for
Okay,
you.
let me explain my thought process too. And then they had sex in the bathroom, and I was like, it worked.
Well, because
And then I found out they were together, and I was like,
Oh, okay. You don't know that before. That's right. Okay.
You don't know that before.
Yeah,
Yeah. At first, I was just like, how did this fucking nerd?
Here's the thing.
Hey, bitch, and that worked? No.
No, here's the thing though. I can see that working.
It could work.
I could see that working.
Right, girl?
Yeah,
Right
it'd be,
time?
it'd be like
Yes.
a 50-50.
Yeah.
That's what it's a very 50-50.
She's not too drunk.
Yeah.
She's hot and she's got kind of an issue. She's
Yeah,
got some issues
yep.
in her head. And you go, hey, bitch, I'm talking to you. And she just is like,
Well, but here's the thing, because she'll get mad and then she'll come back.
Yeah.
All you got to do is diffuse. Dude, you play Bomb Squad
That's it.
for 5
Yeah, you just
minutes,
go,
palm of your hand.
I'm
Problem
just a
solved.
crazy guy.
yeah.
No, you can't back
No, you
down
can't do
like
that. No, that would be.
No
I'm
backpedaling.
jo-
Can't
I thought,
backpedal.
I
But
thought
don't
we were
double
fucking-
down either.
I forgot we were being serious. I thought this was a dating podcast. Fucking my bad.
Yeah, it is now.
It is now.
Bitches, let's talk about them.
Hey, oh.
I don't get them.
Oh, that's how we got here.
Yeah.
How did we get to this conversation?
Dead bedroom.
We were talking. Oh, dead bedroom,
bedroom.
and we were talking about dominatrix.
We were talking about
Yeah.
Dead Poet Society,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
We were like, obviously Reddit. It's the modern
Shakespeare. But that's the thing is like what pisses me off when I see like stuff from guys online that are like, I do everything right. I'm like,
shut
well,
up.
that's where you fucked up. Is you do everything,
You do everything right. Yeah.
If
It's
you
too
do
easy.
everything right, you get complacent. They get bored.
If you do everything right, you're not doing everything right.
Yeah. You're not living life right.
Because doing, quote unquote, doing everything right is what you think is right. It's not necessarily what they think is right.
But not only that, I honestly believe
very
is
insightful, Patrick.
you gotta kind of fuck up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because it brings them
You're
back.
human.
Well, no. Because like it brings them back to being like, this motherfucker.
Yep. I purposely fuck up.
I don't purposely.
Really?
But I-
Purposely?
I make it work to my advantage.
There you go.
He's like,
Like a true
look,
man.
I
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
up, but I fucking spin it real quick. It's
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm real good at spin, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, spin zone.
Dude, if there's
Yeah.
one thing my girlfriend absolutely hates about me, it's how fucking lucky I am. And I
makes
think
sense.
that.
That's so funny because that's not the
makes
word I
sense.
think of when I look at you.
All right. Looks department, not so lucky. Beard department, not so lucky.
Yeah.
Dumb luck.
I was gonna say
Happens to me.
things do
Love dumb
seem
luck.
to
Gotta love
they
dumb
seem
luck.
to relatively work out for you.
Yeah.
Not
In the
always
end.
in the short term, but in the long term, they work out for you.
God favors.
The bold.
No.
Oh,
God favors fools and drunks, and I happen to be both.
can't go to heaven drunk though. Did you know that? It's in
Says who?
the Bible.
No.
The toboggan driver that you take on your way to judgment says that he's like, you're drunk. Nope.
You're
Nope.
going back to Earth, buddy.
It's a duck boat. He goes, hell no. You ain't going to my Jesus. I'll tell you that.
Okay, hold on.
It's a duck boat. You ain't going to
You
my
can't
Jesus.
enter heaven. You can't enter heaven drunk.
Yes, correct. Do I have time to sober
Yeah,
up?
yeah. There's
not only that-
there's a bunch of people at the gate like,
Well, not only that,
I'll be fine.
oh no, I'm good. I'm good. They're like, you're not good, Chad.
you can't enter drunk. Sure, there's plenty of refreshments inside. What are we doing?
What we done?
Yeah, but
What have we done?
well, so that is it. You can't enter. Is it a processing thing? Do you think that's what it is?
Checking your passport.
They're like, you come in drunk, and they're like,
Denied.
was this your address? And they're like, and you're like, Jesus Christ, like, is this
like-
your address? I
like
can't deal with these. I can't deal with these drunk guys anymore. I can't do it.
It's like TSA. Muslims
Poor
to
Peter.
the left, Christians to the right, everything else down the middle. I don't like the sound of that middle.
The Jews are God's chosen people. Do you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
I'm a black Israelite. I know.
Do you know? Do you know
yeah,
that
brother.
Jesus wasn't Catholic or
He was-
Christian?
he was-
Wow.
It was Jeesh.
He's a
Yeah,
Jish.
Jewish. Big shocker there, huh?
No.
No. See
not
that
at all.
nose?
No.
What?
It's almost like Christianity wasn't around until the big Christ guy came around.
After. Yeah, I
During.
think that actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's a Louis C.K. bit too. Or he had a friend who thought he was like, dude, Jesus was a Catholic, and he's like, no, he wasn't. He's like, you think that he's just walking around and he got crucified? And he's like, oh, that's why we have the little guy.
Oh,
It's me.
I do think it's funny that my ancestors just were like, we're into this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it takes for you to be who you are to a degree.
Yeah.
It's like that's how I felt like because like when winter hits, I'm like, where in my line did we hit Boston and had one winter and went, and this is where I'm gonna stay.
This is it.
Do you
Not
know?
leaving.
I've
The
tried
Irish.
to get my family to move. They won't do it.
Is that what the
Surprised.
accent's for?
They won't do it. What do you mean?
What?
No, I'm the only one in my family that talks the way I talk.
That's wild.
Gay.
It's because I'm the only
Fister.
I'm the only one who didn't live in New England for a chunk of their
right.
life.
So you've seen greener pastures.
My mom, my dad, all my aunts, my grandparents, they've all been in New England for at least for the entirety of my parents' lives.
New England white trash. Cool. Cool. I mean,
Never
technically, we're all kind of New England white trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speak for yourself. I drive a Jaguar.
A Jaguar.
You happened into a Jaguar.
You fell into a Jaguar. You know what's really
Tried to fall into a cougar the other night. They weren't having it. Fucking no one liked that joke. I was
Jesus
like, I'm just kidding.
This guy's trying bits on the fucking podcast, dude.
you know what was really dumb? So I went to a Catholic school
Yeah.
for the first 7 years of school.
Okay.
And So on the cross, you know how it has that little piece of paper above Jesus' head?
Yes. In
Right. INRI.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was like, NRI. Well, yeah, we are.
Jesus lived in Rhode Island? I
exactly.
didn't know that.
NRI.
the crosses say that?
Yeah, is it different in every state?
In mass?
In my. So
In Connecticut's the way inked.
Inked.
oh yeah.
He was like, God had a tattoo parlor in Connecticut?
California Inca?
That's where all
He
the-
was native?
It's just anytime you hear one, you're like flipping through a book, you're like, every turn of the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Hit me with it, brother.
I hit you with my
so-
virgin boy piss.
You did.
At work this week, I had to
Huh?
go to fall prevention class.
Yeah.
Stand
It's-
up.
Sit
it's-
down.
That's it.
It's training. It's training for using harnesses. So when you're suspended,
Okay.
is what it is. And
How often are you suspended?
never once.
Okay.
Never once.
It's like that
have I-
Kendrick Lamar song,
Yeah.
Swimming Pools. Stand up. Passed. Sit down. Passed.
Exactly. It's a ridiculous class. There is no reason for me to take it. I
Hold
will
up.
never wear a
Class.
harness for the remainder of my job there. So they don't like the guy. He's like an older guy. He doesn't really. He like shows you how to put the harness on, but he doesn't really.
Okay.
And so like I put it on and accidentally strapped my one testicle and the tip of my penis to my thigh.
Oh my lord.
And then I was like, man, that's really uncomfortable, but fuck it.
Kinda
you know?
like it.
Kinda feels
well, no,
good.
because I was like, it's not enough for me to be like, hold on, guys. Like I could just deal with it, you know? And then they were like, all right, now we're going to go over there in the other room and the hook on your back, I'm going to hook you to a chain and we're going to lift you off the floor. And I was like, I'm like 230 pounds. And when you get lifted up in the harness, it's a hook on your back
Yep.
and it pulls everything up. Pulls everything up. But I still didn't say. I toughed it out like a fucking trooper. I got yanked up, and my feet are off the ground, and all the weight is resting on the tip of my penis and my one testicle. And I'm like, and I was like, I'm starting to lose feeling on my feet.
Dude, I'm surprised it didn't pop.
You're supposed to. Well,
So long
you're-
story short, I have an appointment with a dominatrix in Alabama.
No, I don't. But I was like, God damn, this guy's gonna fucking pay more attention to these things. I didn't know I had the class when I wore pants that morning. I should have worn briefs. Should have been a briefs guy. Kept it all packed tight. I
Yeah,
wasn't.
you get that
I
shit
was
in there.
fucking loosey goosey, dude.
It'd be really fun if he took you all the way up and then he took your shoes off and he started tickling your feet.
Dude, they make you like hook this. It's supposed to be like if you fall and you're just hanging there.
Right.
They have these straps that you're supposed to hook together and put around your feet so you can stand up and get the weight off the veins so you don't pass out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that, but like my ball hurts. And so I'm trying to stand in these things. I'm like, holy fuck. Dude, you know when he called it quits, he was like, yeah, your ears are starting to turn red.
just like pushes up. You're just like this.
Dude,
Pat passes out. He's like,
I don't think I can.
that's what he said. I was struggling with. I'm standing in the thing. I'm like, how long do I have to fucking? It's not working. Wait, so it hurts. I'm like, my toes are starting to get a little tingly, and he goes, your ears are starting to get red. I'm gonna let you down. I was like, God, that's what
paratroopers
he fucking put me down. I just hit the.
wait, were you the only person that got lifted?
No, there's two of us.
That it'd be really funny if it was like 30 people and they're like, all right, bozo, get up here.
Dude, if they picked me, and
Why do I have to do it?
No
if
one
it was
does.
just
wanna
me,
do this.
dude, especially because like I'm a bigger guy. Especially when you compare the people who they send up on these things, they send smaller like guys.
Oh yeah.
Jockeys.
Yeah. So because there's like certain weight limits.
Seabiscuit.
Well, there's certain weight limits, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm close to the max. The max is like, what is it? It's like 320 pounds. I'm within 100 pounds of that easy. All the other guys
I'm
are.
within 40 pounds of that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you're not getting suspended up in the air. But they're like,
Not yet.
the hook point has to hold at least
in an
500 pounds, and I'm like, I'm a lot closer to 500 pounds than all these other motherfuckers. So, like,
Well, you've convinced me, Patrick. I'm gonna be an electrician for electric boat.
yeah, you should. You should. You might get fucked on your shift, but I don't really work
You might
that
get fucked on your shift.
hard. They do that.
What's the hardest for?
A room,
Handcuffs.
You're all ours now, boy.
a nasty little rumor that's gone around. I don't know if this is true.
That you're gay.
No.
Oh.
This
It's
is
true.
this is a tale as old as time.
Oh. Beauty and
When-
the Beast?
When they were building the submarine
Brothers Grimm?
before, rumor mill is there was a gangbang between, or at least at the very least a train on one of the submarines that was being built.
All dudes, one girl.
All dudes, one girl.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Sounds nice. You guys haven't seen it. They're the dirtiest places possible.
Oh, I thought
You
were
mean
gonna
the
say
best
people.
places for a gangbang?
No, not. Nothing is sanitary.
So wait,
there's no way. I wouldn't take my shirt off in this environment.
So you're telling me?
They're
I mean,
dirty.
I wouldn't take my shirt off in most environments, but unless it's my room and the door's closed.
Especially
When
around
it's
swimming.
dark.
Especially around swimming pools.
Yeah, I'll never take off my shirt unless I cover all the mirrors and no one else is around.
So wait, so you're telling me
Yes.
there was a group of workers?
This is a rumor. Yes.
This is a rumor. A group of workers, all dudes, one chick, and she was just like, "You guys want to put it in my butt?" And
Yeah.
they were all like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah. Unbelievable. It's not true.
Was she hot?
I don't. This is before I worked there. This was years ago.
Hey,
This was
Pat?
years ago.
Pat, I hate to break it to you, buddy. If I was single, would.
Would 100% would 100% would.
Would.
Would not.
If I'm within the first
Crazy.
three, would.
First
Crazy.
three.
True.
First three, would.
True.
Yes.
No.
If you're number 6, nah, that's a tough
Would.
one.
No.
Really?
Would.
Would at 6?
Would.
Well, it's gonna take him that long to get hard.
Well,
He's gonna be in the corner.
first
Come
off,
on.
rude.
Come on.
Mean.
First off,
special.
True.
You're special.
True. Mean.
But it's also see. I'm assuming they pull out and paint her like a canvas.
You hope.
And I
don't
wanna
have
be the
those
final-
details.
Coming in that broad.
I
dude.
don't have those details.
I want to be the final stroke. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out and I'm going to press it right up against her belly button so when it shoots out, it has a lot of pressure and just squirts out everywhere.
Oh, you've thought about this, huh?
That's
just real quick.
disgusting. That's
Yeah.
one of the most.
Well, I want to try and make a cum flower, okay? I didn't want to say it, but now I'm saying it. Oh. It's like frosting. You want to put it close so
beautiful.
you can make it a dollop.
It's art.
Yes, thank you.
Have you guys crumbed on females' faces?
Yeah, 100%. What do you put it
Yeah.
I was mostly asking him. I knew you were a yes. That's look at you.
Yeah.
Your favorite color is black. I know
I'm a
you come on girls'
degenerate, dude.
faces.
In
yeah.
so many ways.
Yeah. You have
Yeah.
like it, don't like it. Nah,
care.
never mind. Let's move on.
I really don't care about it, honestly.
It's not like a thing,
No.
but I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's better in porn
Exactly.
Yeah,
than real life.
100%.
It's too much coordination.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it on your butt and let's call it a day.
Yeah.
If you
Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
come. Oh, pull it out. Fucking put it on my face. Like,
You're telling-
okay,
I don't have that time.
hold up,
What? What are we
You're-
doing?
the dam has burst,
Listen, I'm
lady.
only telling you when I'm within 2 strokes of nutting.
Exactly.
you're telling me
I don't have the time to pull out, fucking turn you around,
Thumb
look up
it.
at me and say, please do it. And then
Yeah.
fucking.
hold on
No.
a second.
What?
You guys are telling me
What?
that when you completely splooge all over some poor girl's face, you're like going from doggy style
Yeah.
to her face.
Depends on what.
That's way too much.
If she's
If you're
sucking
gonna-
my dick, it's going in her mouth, dude.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where are we?
I'm saying
What are we doing?
Where are we?
I'm sorry. Yeah, this
you gotta have.
we got in the weeds
if,
on this
if,
one,
if
dude.
you're having, if you're front on front, that's when you might pull that move out because it's easier.
I don't know. 'cause
You're
then-
telling, dude, because we're not porn stars. I'm not pulling out and be like, okay, hold on,
Speak
hold
for
on,
yourself,
hold on.
first of all.
Like,
But also, here's the
faster,
thing.
faster.
Even
Like,
if you're
it's-
doing it missionary, either she has to scurry down or you have to on your knees sprint
Oh!
to get there.
what are you talking about?
Like
On your knees?
All right.
So
okay,
you
imagine
pull
it,
out
imagine
and
it.
you're just shooting like a target?
No, dude.
what?
Fucking get a little athleticism into your body. And say you're like this,
Sure.
and you
Talking
pull
to her
out,
now.
and you fucking climb up 2 steps. You push your
I'm not
legs.
Spider-Man. I'm not
You make
mountain
it sound like
climbing.
I'm climbing a wall, dude. I'm taking 2 steps forward.
Dude, do you know
Steps?
I
What are we
want you to
doing?
understand, Pat.
I
Are we
wish
saying-
there was
all
a
right,
camera.
wait,
I'd
wait,
physically
wait.
demonstrate.
That's-
Is she on her back
Yes.
and you're at the edge of the bed, or you're both on the bed laying down? You're
Right.
vertical.
Easy,
I mean horizontal.
easiest way to do it is you're both on the bed.
No.
No.
Yeah, because it's the fastest movement.
Easiest way to do it is
Fastest
if she's
movement.
at the edge of the bed and she slides off the bed.
But also,
Yeah, but that's not how I would do it because that feels for some reason that feels more disrespectful.
no,
gives a fuck about respect in this scenario?
Pat, the most disrespectful thing you could do is what you described. It sounds like a horror movie where,
Dude.
like a poltergeist, like has sex with you and you're not sure what's happening, and then it like scurries up with like a shadow form.
There's no
and hunches
scurrying.
over, and then
feels
it
like you're
hunch
scurrying.
over you, and you're like, and you're like. It's like someone mounting their prey. You're like,
There's no scurrying, right? There's
can't
no,
wait.
you have to
I'm
climb
not fucking
over this lady.
scaling
You
a
gotta
wall.
All right, so wait a second.
You're swinging your leg over her knee, and you're like,
Let me ask you this question. How many times have you been in this position?
I've done it twice because again, it's something that's it's better.
In
It's
that
better watched
instance?
than. No, I did one the first time. I don't know. I don't remember. It may have been like a slide off the edge of the bed. I don't remember. That was.
What are we doing?
That was years ago. So I don't remember. The one I do remember, we were both on the bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, as a man that has sexual relations with black women, not totally a go on that.
Also, can you
Both being on
imagine
the bed.
No, in the face because of the hair.
Rudy?
Well,
Also,
yeah. It's something that I did once, and I was like, okay. And then I did it a second time, and it was like, yeah, no, just not. In
What
practice, not good.
What would you say they would do if after you
What do you
pulled
mean, they?
out the girls you have sex with?
What do you mean, you people?
Go on.
the black girls
Like
that you
if
have
you
sex with?
pulled out and then scaled them.
That would be
There's no
terrifying for them. dude.
scaling.
That would be terrifying. I'm 300 pounds.
Okay.
You guys have seen my body. Okay. You imagine me climbing up a girl?
Well, that would be a horror
No!
show. When this happened, I was in better shape. I was like, I was in good shape when this happened. This was not like.
All right.
I didn't look like fucking Jabba the Hutt sliding over.
Here's my question, Pat.
Layla,
Wait
dude.
a second now, sir.
I have a question.
There wasn't no gut grazing from
So-
fucking 3 feet away.
So so the second time you remember it and you were both in bed, was there one leg over her?
One leg over her.
Yeah, were you
Yeah.
like?
No. Like, say you have sex, then you pulled out, and then you move up. Are you like above her with a leg over, or is it like are you next to her?
Well, I'm not next to her. What am I fucking?
That's
I'm-
my question. So
I'm
you
white.
so you
I'm
climb
white,
up.
so I can't go next to her.
So you climb up. So you're still like parallel on bodies, right? And then you
it's a
stand
quick
up.
action thing.
You're the
Right.
tower, she's the road, right? Is that
Yes.
what we're assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
what
had
I'm
to think
saying
for a
is,
sec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
are you one knee on the bed, one foot on the bed, and you're kind of like in an army man stance? Is it both knees? Is it both knees on the bed?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're not double squatting in a 2-point stance.
All right.
It is.
Hold still.
It was. Well, okay, so I'll tell you, it was more of a like a lineman would stand, like more of a 3-point stance,
Oh, this is
Because-
so sexy, dude.
because the girls, both her legs were up already. I'm gonna put legs down and climb over it. That's crazy. Both legs were up.
All right. Okay.
Both legs were up.
So her legs are up in the air.
Yes.
And
You're
you
going
just-
in,
Yes.
and then you climb her legs.
Yeah, and again, I'm not
Okay.
saying that it's like
All right.
I might
I'm
need
not a
a-
porn star. I'm not like, oh
might
yeah, and
need a
then I went and then I
diagram for this.
Exactly.
and then I
I
jerked
might
off
need a
onto her
diagram.
face.
I want a diagram.
It's
yeah.
very much like like you said, you're like, oh, it's when I'm like you got 2 strokes and then it's happening. It's that same time frame.
Yes.
So there's not a lot of movement happening.
Right.
I'm talking about what's the quickest if you're going
How
to do
far
it. That's
away-
one of the quickest ways to do it.
What is the
Right.
distance?
Is to just
What is the
I
distance?
don't know, the length of her torso. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah. What is the distance between your penis and her face?
I don't know, Brec. I didn't measure it at the
Well,
time.
I'm just saying because when I think of coming in someone's face, I imagine my penis within a foot of their face.
It's
Yeah,
within a
it-
foot. Yeah,
at
what
max,
the fuck?
at
I'm not a
max.
superhero.
Okay, so you're Hawkeyeing it. You're Hawkeyeing it from the crotch area.
No, you're not
I need a
getting this at
diagram.
all.
I need a diagram.
Yeah, I need a diagram.
I'm getting pissed off.
I don't know how to.
yeah.
I don't know if I could draw it.
Look, here's what I'm asking: are you
Okay.
crouched over her like she's a dead Iraqi and
Okay.
you're in the Iraq War?
So okay, so you know when you have picture this.
Are we
This
in
is-
Fallujah or not?
When you're having sex with a girl and you're standing off the bed, she's at the end of the bed.
Yes.
Go on.
Her feet are up by your face.
Love
Yes.
it.
Okay?
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so you take that position and you just put both bodies on the bed. So one is further down. Feet are still up by your face. Okay?
gotcha.
You're crawling up onto the bed.
And I'm trying to find the easiest way to explain this.
Okay.
Go on.
And so when it happens, you're locked in here. Your shoulders are here at the calf.
Yep,
right?
I got you. I'm with you.
So
I'm
you
with
just keep pushing up.
Yeah.
and you
And
break
so
her
get within
spine.
that
Okay.
foot rent. No.
Thank you. So you-
What you gotta do with an athlete? You
So-
can't. This is not a.
I'm here for me.
This is not a casual
So you pretzel them.
thing.
Yeah, you
You
pretzel.
pretzel them.
Yes, but there's not.
There
There's
we
not
go.
a lot of. There's no climbing over. It's just you're
That-
just
you're right.
you're
Okay,
moving up.
Okay.
Now
all
I get
right.
it.
You're moving
Now
up.
I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I
get
get
it.
it.
Yeah. I'm so
So,
glad.
so when you're like,
so glad that we figured
Now we
this
can
out.
move on.
Now we can move on. Yeah. All right.
Now the conversation's over.
All getting cut.
I don't know.
I don't know how
was
much
fun.
of that you
No,
can
that was
keep.
fun. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. Okay. That might be fine.
Mine was with my current.
Not
no.
a fucking chance, dude.
And it should be fine.
And not only, dude, fucking. Let's double down. The only girl I've come in the face is my current girlfriend, and her eye got swollen, and we haven't done it since.
You give
I
your
did not have that
girlfriend a
problem.
lot of weird medical things.
I got
when you-
strong seed.
With your. Oh, so when her eye got swollen, it's because it was hard impact.
Impregnated her.
It was impact, dude. It hit. And it was like getting punched in the face. Dude. It was like,
Oh.
Yes.
fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She had a black eye.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an interesting.
I said swollen. They thought she
That's
hit a
why.
doorknob.
got
It was,
hurt.
Yeah. That's an interesting question. At what force are the lads leaving the body?
It's about 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's fast.
I don't know that for sure. I just spit that out. The
It
fact
is-
you
it
agree
is
with that
fast,
makes
though.
me feel like I am
the
like,
first,
but it is
smart
fast.
guy.
The first
Yeah.
is
It's
pretty
quick.
fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
Especially if
Second one, not as fast. The third one, where are we doing? We're on a
We're making a lake
it's a
and a belly.
pleasure cruise.
We're
But it
making
all
a lake and a
depends on
belly
it
button.
all depends on the
We're gonna-
guy because some guys are just straight dribblers.
Some yes.
It's just very sad. Just
that sucks.
you know.
If I was gay,
But-
that would make me so mad.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But ugh.
Ugh.
You saying my wet asshole doesn't do it for it?
I can only be with a man who comes hard.
Yeah. If you're not
all
hitting
others are
backboard
not.
every time that thing shoots, I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
So we
You're a little
talked.
dribble. Oh, I'm not gonna date a point guard. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a
dating the
dribbler.
center.
Yeah.
I'm not dating a dribbler.
Steph Curry. What are we doing? We've talked about numbers before. So I have a friend. His name is. He's a gay kid, right? And super fun kid, like
Sure.
very funny.
Has a lot of sex.
We were
course.
talking about sex, and he goes, "Oh, what's your number?" And I said, at the time, it was like around 100, right?
100 people
me.
you've had sex with.
I love that you say this every time we do this.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, it's around 100, right?
Just
I stopped
think of
counting
Rudy.
because
Yeah.
it feels
Think
gross.
of Rudy, and then think of Rudy without clothes on, and 100 people slept with that.
Pat, you're putting too much stock in the physical appearance.
Yeah.
Women
It's
love
all the
first- yeah.
personality.
Women
dude.
love you for your personality or
but
some stupid
it's-
shit.
I'm
I
vain.
can make women laugh.
Yeah, but I'm
That's half the
vain.
battle.
That's half the battle.
I'm very vain.
You are.
Yeah, I care about physical
You're
appearance.
so vain.
I care about physical
I
appearance.
bet you think this
cum
joke is
about You're so vain.
I care about looks. Fucking sue me.
Do you want to know what his number was?
What-
Take a guess.
I want to guess.
Take a random guess.
Well, what's he? Give him a rating on 1 to 10.
How old is he?
He's 2 years younger than me.
So he's
So he's 40.
Right. Fuck you.
and he's
He's a-
average looking guy, like
He's
a 5.
he's a twink. He's a good looking twink.
Question.
Very well put together.
Here's a big
No
question.
body hair.
Is it people? Is it people?
As a gay man, probably 7, 8. Yeah.
7, 8. Okay,
but
7, 8.
is it people he's fucked or people he's gotten fucked by or combined?
I think
Combined.
it's just
it's
sex.
a general number.
Sexual intercourse.
Sexual encounters in general.
325.
325. Patrick?
I'm gonna go a little lower. 325 is a lot. 250.
325. It was close. It was like 310 at the time.
That's insane.
The gay community has sex at an astounding rate.
Yeah.
And then
Like jackrabbits.
and
dude.
then they're
Yeah.
like and
Crazy.
they're like, oh, AIDS was a gay thing, and it's like, yeah, because you
that.
guys fucking have that. No, that was a thing. That was a thing. That was a thing.
Yeah.
In the when AIDS was like very prominent, like
In the 80s, yep.
it was closely associated with homosexuality. This is true. You don't have to cut. This is factual information.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right,
was-
I won't cut it if you could tell me what HIV's original name was.
HIV's original name was
AIDS original name, yeah.
HIV. I was born in 1998. This
The
wasn't a
gays are
problem.
gross disease?
Close.
Really?
GRIDS.
Grids.
Gay-related immunodeficiency syndrome.
Whoa, I did not know that.
I did not know that, but it just further proves my point. It's
Yeah,
I'm
it was, yeah.
accurate.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
accurate.
no, you're absolutely
But it's
you're
like
correct.
oh like yeah,
Historically speaking, you are correct.
and it's closely and it's because fucking gay guys are promiscuous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be offensive. It's
No,
just
it's just a fact.
Well,
Yeah.
just imagine a male's libido, right?
Yeah.
Our libido.
And then-
the
Yeah.
rate that we need to have sex and then double that.
Yeah.
yeah.
At least.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And you got to think too, because like this is like
Think about it. How many
it's
times
not
can you have
just
sex in a week and be satisfied?
at this rate once.
One,
One.
one, one, two.
1, 2.
Three.
Well, am I like in a?
It's,
If I'm
6.
like in a relationship, it's like it's 2 to 3.
if I'm in a relationship, it's probably about like
It's-
6
Two-
times.
Two to 3 at like
Yeah.
a like for me to feel good about
At least
it, and
once.
then
At least once a day.
yeah.
It has to be at least once a day, dude. I'll lose my mind.
Well, that's the problem. That's
It's a lot.
how you get to 100.
It's called abuse,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
What's
It's called
up?
molestation.
How you doing? But so
Why
now
just-
double that.
It's called
12 times a
molestation.
fucking week. Having sex 12 times a week.
And you're not always knocking on the door. Sometimes
The door
Somebody
gets
else
knocked.
is knocking on
sometimes
your door.
no,
The
somebody's
door
knocked.
gets knocked.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little visit.
Yeah.
I am the one who knocks. A man gets fucked in his ass. Do you think about that of me? Skylar, I am the one who fucks.
That's a role play that's happened.
A man gets a
100%.
knock on his door. He gets cummed on in the face, and you think of that of me? Oh no, Skylar. Let me tell you, I am the one who knocks.
It's a big Breaking Bad fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Thanks. Gay Walter White.
Walter Very White.
Jesse, we have to take pictures for OnlyFans.
Bitch.
Jesse,
That would be the modern Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Jesse.
yeah.
Jesse, Hank found out about our OnlyFans. Who told him about our OnlyFans, bitch?
Dude, today I told my 65-year-old coworker today. I informed him about selling feet pics for money. He'd never heard of such a thing.
Dude, check this out.
He'd never heard of it before.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
$10.
They were like, you
believe
can. It came up somehow, and they were like, oh, you could just sell like your feet pictures online.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Buddy,
Yeah,
tell him about farting in jars and watch a man's head explode.
No, that's not what I advised him on. I
You think
advised
he's ready for that?
no, because he's
My
just
dad's not ready for that. I can't tell my dad about
he's
that
just
yet.
yeah.
I'll tell
This
your dad
guy's
about it.
he's 65.
do
He's
it.
just learning about
67.
he's just learning about selling feet pics. I told him I was like, look, no one wants to see your feet, but like
Hey,
you walk around,
come
you
on.
sneak a couple pictures of your wife's feet. She's younger than him.
Okay.
She's in her early
How much
50s.
younger? 50s?
She's
Hot?
I've never seen her. I don't know.
Ask.
We need some research
But
done.
it's just feet. Yeah, I was like, dude, you sneak a couple pictures of her feet, sell them online behind her back. Don't tell her about the money. You got fucking cash flow.
No, it's oversaturated.
Yeah, but
there's
it's-
so many feet pics, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you need a little callus.
But for it, think of how
hair.
saturated that is, and he's just finding out about it.
yeah, he's 65.
The disconnect.
The
is
guy,
crazy.
the guy
Last time he
jizzes.
watched porn, there was bush.
Yeah, the guy jizzes powdered milk. What are we talking about? It's 9 o'clock.
All right.
So
Time to go, boys. Don't do that.
that's a new mic.
it.
Anything to plug?
No, maybe next episode.
Just
maybe
listen
next
to the
episode.
podcast. If you're a booker, reach out to any three of us.
Ugh.
He's getting
God, I
He's
hate
doing
this.
it again.
He's doing it again.
Do you know I cut it out of the second one?
Yeah, I know. Because I didn't
That's why I
hear
keep
it.
doing it. That's why I keep
Guess what
doing
I'm going to
it,
cut out of this one?
Well, because the only reason I do is because I know you'll cut it out.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But
It's-
we're going to go tell jokes to people
Probably
at a
don't-
bar
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
And also get drunk
Yeah.
for not free.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get drunk.
I am.
Oh, wow. Look
I have
at
to be
you.
up at 4:30. I can't get
Well,
drunk.
Guy doesn't have to drive.
How you
Can't
doing?
get drunk. Yeah, how are we getting home?
I don't know.
One of us.
Yeah.
One of us.
Tell me there's gonna be no hot black chicks at this bar?
Somebody will take me home, baby.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.